Hello and welcome to your 60-minute Vinyasa flow. Vinyasa means matching breath to movement, so that is what we are going to do in class. We are going to put movement and breath together, opening up our heart, our mind, our body. And I'm in the mood to get upside down, so we'll definitely do some inversions today. So grab blocks or any assistive devices that you may need, and we will get started in a child's pose. Let's bring the knees wide to the width of the mat. Extend the arms forward. Rest the forehead down. As always, the foundation of your practice is the breath, so that is what we set up first. Big inhales through the nose, and even longer exhales out through the nose as well. Creating your ujjayi breathing, breath of fire, victorious breath. As you breathe into this first asana, start to add an intention into your practice, an energy that you want to cultivate, or maybe a thought or emotion that you're just trying to let go of. So as you bring that to the forefront of your mind's eye, we start to add some action to it, add some movement to it, add breath to it. Let's start to invite a little movement into our child's pose. Walk the fingertips towards the top edge of the mat, and then press into the fingertips, lifting the palms, the elbows up, and then start to squeeze the shoulder blades back and down the body. Feel the heart dip a little closer towards the mat, and then you press into the fingertips. Feel the hips press back towards the heels a little deeper. Lower the palms, lower the elbows down. Bring the hands to prayer position, keeping the forehead down on the mat. Bring the thumbs to the back of the neck. Saying a prayer for this morning. Thanking God for the opportunity to practice, to move, to breathe. Release the prayer. Extend the arms forward, pressing your way up into a tabletop position. Let's inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze, and then start to roll the shoulders back. As you exhale, bring the chin to the chest, press into the mat. Inhale, fill up, belly drops, toes tuck, even press into the toes. Feel the arches of the feet start to stretch out. Exhale, round. Let's do one more. Inhale, fill up, deepest breath, gaze up, press the chin forward at the top. Exhale, round all the air to the body, press, press, press away. Stretch the arms forward, rest the forehead down, keeping the hips high. Try to draw the heart closer towards the mat. Press the palms away from you. Then walk the hands back towards the body, lower the hips towards the heels. Lean back, stretching out the tops of the feet. Ooh, my heels just cracked. That felt so good. You can do one knee at a time if that feels better. You can lift both up. If you ever wear heels at work, this is a great way to stretch out the feet. Lowering the knees back down. Let's tuck the toes. Now stretch out the toes and the arches of the feet. If this is ever too intense, you can always elevate, but just try to keep the toes tucked. Inhale the arms overhead, interlace the fingers, flip the grip, palms are faced up. Take an inhale here, lengthen through the spine, and as you exhale, bring the chin to the chest, press the palms away. Draw the tailbone down, belly button to spine. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round. Inhale, lengthen. This time we're leaning to the right, gazing to the left. Draw the tailbone down, belly in. Feel the stretch through the left side body. Open it up. Come back through center. Lean left, gaze right. Come back through center. Bend the elbows. Drop the head back in the hands. Lift the heart up towards the sky as you open the elbows wide. Cactus the arms. Interlace the fingers behind you. Roll the shoulders back. Slowly release the head. Drop it back. Release the hands, cartwheel the arms over. You can pat out the feet. That can be intense on the toes. So get the blood flowing back in. Let's extend the right arm high. Gaze up at the right thumb. Bend the right elbow. Start to work it behind the body, deepening the twist. And then straighten the right arm. Let's thread the needle. So walk the left hand forward. Lower the left shoulder down. Gaze up towards the sky. If you work a bind, you can bring the left arm behind the body. And if you start to float, put weight into the right knee, right shoulder, back of the right hand, and start to lift the left leg. Sweep the left leg up in line with the shoulder, lower it down. Feel that nice twist. Release your bind, plant the left hand, sweep the right arm high, gaze at the right thumb, flex the left toes up towards the sky. Bring the left hand down to the mat, keeping the left toes flexed. Now we're going to tuck the right toes, sit the hips back towards the right heel. Rise up. Plant the right knee, right hand, sweep the left leg back. So you're in a knee down half moon. Flex the sole of the left foot. Try to keep the left leg hip height or higher. Stack the shoulders. Press the hips forward. Bend the knee, reach back, catch the foot. Start to kick away from the body. Squeeze the shoulder blades towards one another. Release the head. Quad stretch, heel to glute, press the hips forward. Release the left foot, lower it down to the mat. Press into the left foot, right hand, and lift the right knee in towards the chest. You can hold here if you work Vishvamitrasana. Left hand to the pinky toe edge of the right foot. Start to pull the knee in towards the armpit and then start to kick into the hand, rotating the head under the arm. Good, release. Right knee comes down. Inhale, rise up for your gate pose. Tuck the right toe so the heel is elevated. Right hand to right heel. Left hand reaches back for a little back bend. Let the left arm lift you up, and then left hand glides down the left leg. Right hand reaches behind you. Press the hips to the right as you lean to the left. Cartwheel the arms down. Swivel on the right knee. Elevate the left leg. Walk the hands in and then wrap the elbows in. Eyes of the elbows point forward. Take an inhale here. Exhale, tap chin to mat. Inhale, press up. Exhale, tap. Inhale, press up. If you work the chin stand, keep the elbows hugged in tight to the rib cage. Weight is in the hands. Very little weight is actually in the chin. As you lower the chin down, the elbows are tight beside the body. Squeeze the legs together. Slowly release. Left knee to forehead round. Press away. Back to tabletop position. Roll through the hips. Make some circles. Back to tabletop. Extend the left arm high, gaze up at the left thumb. Bend the left elbow, deepen the twist. Straighten the left arm, then thread it under. Walk the right arm forward, left shoulder down. Staying here, working a bind, maybe right hand behind the body, catching the left inner thigh. If you start to float, put weight into the left knee, left shoulder, press into the back of the left hand as you start to lift the right leg. Sweep the right foot in line with the shoulder. Feel that twist. Trying to plant the foot, the sole of the right foot down to the mat. Feeling that opening through the hamstrings. Start to unwind, plant the right hand, sweep the left arm high. Flex the right toes up towards the sky. And then as you plant the left hand, tuck the left toes, walk the hands forward, sit the hips back towards the heel. Shift forward. Plant the left hand, swivel on the left knee, right leg reaches back. Knee down, half moon. Turn this right leg on, lift it up. Stack the shoulders, gaze up. Bend the knee, reach back, catch the foot. Kick away from the body. Squeeze the shoulder blades, release the head back. Quad stretch, heel to glute, press the hips forward. Release the right foot, lower it down to the mat. Press into the right foot, lift the left knee into the chest. You can stay here, you can use the right hand on the pinky toe edge of the left foot. Draw the knee towards the armpit, start to kick into the hand. You can kick it straight out or start to work it up towards the left shoulder. Lower the left knee down, rise up for your gate pose. Tuck the left toes so the heel is lifted, left hand to the left heel, right hand reaches back. Right hand lifts you up, then bring it down the right leg, left hand cartwheels back. Hips press to the left as you reach to the right. Cartwheel the arms down, swivel on the left knee, right leg is lifted, working those sunbird bows. Walk the hands back a handprint, wrap in, inhale. Exhale, tap. Inhale, press up. Exhale, tap. Inhale, press up. Tap and hold, or if you work that chin stand, elbows, wrap them into the rib cage. That's where the strength comes from. Press into the hands, lift the legs. Good. Right knee to forehead round, press away. Dancing line, roll through the hips. Back to tabletop, tuck the toes, hover the knees, pause, hold here. Fire up the core. Little bounce of the knees for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hips high, down dog. Pedal the heels right and left. So just like we did in those sunbird bows, when you wrap the elbows in, eyes at the elbows point forward, you want that as well in your down dog. So press into the pointer finger, press into the pad of the thumb. Send the hips high, gaze towards the belly button, just letting the head go. Shake the head yes. Shake the head no. Shake the head yes again. Revolve down dog. Press it into the left palm. Bring the right hand to the outside of the left leg. Give a nice little tug. Suck the belly in and gaze under the left armpit. And switch. Left hand plants, right hand to the outside of the left leg. And back to your down dog.
Let's inhale the heels high off of the mat. Tiptoe walk the feet up to the hands. When you reach the top, bend the knees, grab the elbows, let the head go, sway. Maybe rolling the feet in and out, rocking front to back. Just connecting fully the feet to the earth, finding your foundation. Release the hands, interlace the fingers behind the body, let gravity take the hands over. Bend the knees, keep the bind, and let the bind pull you up to standing. When you reach the top, pause for a breath. And then take the bind down the back of the legs, press hips forward, lean back. Inhale, come up. Release the hands, sweep them overhead, gaze at the thumbs. Hands come to heart center, bow your head, close your eyes. Again, saying that prayer of gratitude, giving thanks that you have the ability to move your body, to breathe, to feel good. Let's sweep the arms overhead, gaze up at the thumbs. And then as you exhale, bend the knees, swan dive, fold forward. Press into the hands, forehead towards knees. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Hands come to the mat, the shins or the thighs, flat back. Exhale, you can bend the knees, press into the hands, forehead towards knees. Try to straighten the legs. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. One more time. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands, hop the feet back or step them back one at a time. Pause here. Shift the body weight forward and back, turning the quads on, sucking the belly button in, drawing the tailbone down, seeing what it feels like to shift the shoulders forward, finding that strength there. For 3, 2, 1, wrap in as you slowly lower down. You can always drop to the knees. Keep the elbows tight beside the body. Inhale, pull the heart through. Press into the tops of the feet. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Press into the hands. Gaze up. Chin to chest. Roll over the tops of the feet. Use the strength through the core to lift the hips up. Gaze at the belly button. Send the right leg high. Bend the knee, open the hip. Right heel towards left glute. Circle out the ankle, spread through the toes, wiggle them out. Draw some circles with the right knee. And switch the direction. Straighten the right leg. Elevate the left heel off of the mat. Then draw the right knee towards the forehead. Shift forward just like we did in those high planks. Send the right leg back. Right knee, right tricep, hold or fly. Send it back. Right knee, left tricep, tap or fly. Send it back. Right foot steps forward, left heel lowers, warrior 1. Inhale, rise up. Bend into the right knee, maybe scoot the right foot a little more forward. Try to get that 90-degree angle. Notice the belly spills out, wrap in. Cactus the arms interlace behind you, roll the hands back, down the back leg. Bend the right knee, humble your warrior. Let the head go, gaze towards the belly button. Continue to bend into the right knee. Extended side angle, right hand plants to the instep of the right foot, left bicep by the ear. Working to stack the shoulders. Try to rotate the left rib cage back, the right rib cage under. Press into the feet, extend both arms forward like you're holding a beach ball in your hands. Draw the belly in, press into the feet. Split the arms north and south, gaze at the left thumb. Bend the elbow, bring it behind the body.
Stay right here, working to draw the left shoulder back and bringing the gaze up. Or if you have the bind, you can wrap the right arm underneath, hooking the left hand. If you've got that bind, let's work bound standing split. Bring the gaze down, hop the left foot up to meet the right foot. Press into the right foot, come up onto the left tiptoes, sweep the left leg high. Gaze at one spot. Breathe. Making your way back to that extended side angle. Rise up, warrior two. Press into the feet, open up this knee towards the pinky toe. Again, work that 90-degree bend. Maybe scoot the right foot a little more forward. Draw the belly in. 3 pumping warriors. Straighten the legs, reach to the top. Exhale to 2. Inhale. Exhale to 2. Last one. Inhale, reach up, squeeze the glutes at the top. Exhale to 2. Flip the front palm, reverse. Bend into the right knee, reach back. Straighten the right leg, continue to reach back. Now lift the torso up. Let's heel toe the left foot in 2 times. Turn the quads on, activate them. And then reach the right arm forward, right hand comes down. Triangle, Trikonasana. I like to peace finger bind my right big toe and lift up through my left arm, bringing the gaze to my left thumb. Press into the pinky toe edge of the left foot. Feel the opening through the left hip. Bend the left elbow, bring it behind the body. Extend the right arm forward, palm facing up like you're serving a plate. Press into the feet, belly in. Bring the gaze down, half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Right hand plants, left leg lifts. So just like we did in that knee down half moon, flex the sole of the left foot back. Eventually, right hand can start to come to heart center. Maybe left hand to the top of the left foot, kick back. Poet's pose. Revolve, left hand comes down, square the hips, point the left toes down to the mat, open the right arm up. Stack the shoulders, find that twist, keep lifting the left heel up, straightening the left leg, lifting it up with every inhale breath. One more inhale, lift up. Right hand comes down, left leg lifts, standing split, forehead towards knee. Right hand to the back of the right heel. You can start to hide the forearm behind the calf. If you work any handstand presses here, hands come under the shoulders, come onto the right toes, using this left leg to guide the hips over the shoulders. Press off the right foot, find that split leg L, stack the hips, then bring the legs together. Press into the fingertips to find your stability. Squeeze the core, squeeze the legs at the top. Good. Left knee comes to the back of the right heel, lower it down. So we're in a little twist. Right knee is up, left knee is down. Right hand plants behind you, lift the left arm up. Use the left arm on the outside of the knee as leverage to twist. Press into the right hand to lengthen through the spine. Exhale, gaze over the right shoulder. One more inhale, lift up, gaze back. Cartwheel the arms to the left, bow the forehead, counter the pose. All right, working a compass variation. First, we'll start with a hip stretch. So you bring the left shin forward and the right shin stacks directly over. So right ankle over left knee over left ankle. You want to look down and see a little triangle shape in between the legs, opening up through the hips here. You can start to lean forward. Just continue to flex the right toes back. This can be really intense on the outer hips, so just breathe into it. I hope you feel what I feel, because it's intense. All right, let's work our compass. So draw the right knee up, bring it over the right shoulder, bring the right hand down. And then you flip the grip so the palm reaches over top of the right foot. Left hand reaches like the pinky toe edge. Start to kick into the hand, roll the head under the bicep, gaze up. And then we'll work 8 angle. I'll do a tutorial on this soon. So keep the right leg over the shoulder. You'll start to bring the left foot over top of the ankle, and as you press into the hands, you'll lift the hips, and then simultaneously, you're kicking the legs to the right, squeezing them and dipping the shoulders down. So inhale, lift up, shoulders dip, legs squeeze. And then to continue this pose, you press into the hands, draw the knee in towards the chest, send it back to an ekapada. Left foot lowers, right leg lifts. Lower it down. So we all meet back in a down dog, however you get there. Always good to try things though, because things take time, they build. You learn new skills and then you learn new ones again. So this practice never ends. That's what I love the most about it. It's a daily practice, it's a lifelong practice. Send the left leg high, bend the knee, open the hip, left heel towards right glute. Press into the hands. Circle out the ankle, spread through the toes. Make some circles with the left knee. And switch the direction. Straighten out the left leg, right heel comes high off the mat. Shift the body weight forward, left knee to forehead. Send it back. Left knee, left tricep, hold or fly. Send it back. Left knee, right tricep, twist. Send it back. Left foot steps forward, warrior one. Virabhadrasana A, rise up. Square the hips towards the front of the mat or work towards it. I don't know if that'll ever happen for me, but we do what we can. Light between the biceps and the ears, belly is drawn in. Scoot the left foot a little more forward, bend into the left knee. Cactus the arms, interlace behind you. Roll back, lift the heart. Bend into the left knee, humble. Let the head go. So often, try to hold it up. So just gaze towards the belly button, let the head hang heavy. Extended side angle, left hand to the instep of the left foot, right bicep by the ear. Working to stack the shoulders here. This time the right rib cage rotates back, left rib cage rotates under. Bend into the left knee, press into the feet, extend both arms forward like you're holding that beach ball in your hands. Split the arms north and south, gaze at the right thumb. Bend the right elbow, bring it behind the body, palm is facing out. Stay here. You can start to thread that left arm under the thigh, hooking the right hand. Continue to press into the feet, gazing up. If you work that standing near lamba, bound standing split, you can hop the right foot up to meet the left. Shift the weight into the left foot, come up onto the right tiptoes. Start to sweep the right leg high. All meeting back in our extended side angle. Rise up, warrior two. So this right quad is your anchor. You're pressing into the feet. Heels are in alignment. Hips are stacked under the shoulders, reaching fingertip to fingertip. Belly drawn in, tailbone drawn down. 3 pumping warriors. Straighten the left leg, reach to the top. Exhale to 2. Straighten, reach up. Exhale to 2. 1 more. Inhale, reach up, squeeze at the top. Exhale to 2, sit low. Flip the front palm reverse, bend into the left knee, reach back. Straighten the left leg, continue to reach back further. With straight legs, lift the torso up. I like to heel toe my right foot in 2 times. Press into the feet, engage the quads, draw the belly in, shift forward, and then tilt the arms north and south. Again, I like to peace finger bind my left big toe, lift up through the right arm, gaze at the right thumb. Work to press the hips forward, ground into the lateral edge of the right foot. Bend the right elbow, bring it behind the body, palm face out. Extend the left arm forward, palm face up. Core work here, draw the belly in. Bring the gaze down, bend the left knee, half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Stacking the hips, right arm comes up. You can keep the left hand grounded. Eventually play around with lifting that left hand to heart center. Letting the right arm lift the torso up. Revolve it, right hand down, right leg stays lifted, but you point the right toes down towards the mat. Left arm goes up. Keep rotating the left arm back, stacking the shoulders, and continue to lift the right heel up. Left hand comes down, right leg lifts, standing split. You can keep the hands grounded. You can wrap the left hand behind the left calf. If you play with those handstand presses, walk the hands under the shoulders, right leg stays lifted, come up on the ball, the left foot. Let the right leg guide the way, stacking the hips over the shoulders, then bringing the legs together at the top. Grip into the mat, grip into the fingertips. Use the core muscles. Press into the hands. There's a lot going on here. Once you get it, you got it. Good. Right knee bends behind the left knee. So this time left knee is up, right knee is on the ground. Left hand plants behind you. Inhale the right arm up. Right elbow on the outside of the left knee, twist back. Gaze over the left shoulder. With every inhale you lift up, with every exhale you twist back. Use that left hand to support the spine. Counter the stretch, cartwheel the arms to the right. Bow the forehead down. Let's open up the hips. So this time left shin is on top of right shin. So left ankle, so it's not just a crisscross seat, so it's a little harder, of course. So the left ankle on top of the right knee over right ankle. So start to lean forward. Draw the belly in, protecting that low back as you fold forward. I know I'm a broken record when it comes to the core, but it's so important for every single pose. It's a huge energy center. It's your Uddiyana Bandha. It not only supports the body, but it protects the body in a lot of these poses that can be easily compromised if you don't have a strong core. It can be difficult on the low back or on the hamstrings, so it all starts in the core. All right, let's work that compass. So this time, left knee comes back, threading over the left shoulder, left hand plants. Wrap the right hand over top of the foot, so you grab the pinky toe edge. Start to kick into the hand, rotate the head under the bicep. Gaze towards the right. And coming back, let's work that 8 angle. So you wrap this right foot over the left foot, and then you hook. So create this little hook. And then we press into the hands. If you need to use blocks or books, this is a great place to start. It can help you press up and hook that way. But if you want to just, try it as is, I recommend that. So hook, press up, and then you shoot the legs to the left, dip the shoulders down at the same time. So inhale. Extend out, shoulders come down. And as you squeeze the inner thighs together, you find so much strength, so much balance there.
And then as you press up, start to draw the right knee into the chest. Send it back for your Ekapada. So the left leg's already on the back of the arm. Send the left leg back. One-legged dog, three-legged dog. Lower the left foot down. All meeting back in a downward facing dog. Breathe. Let's take a lion's breath. Inhale through the nose. Open the mouth. Exhale it out. Inhale the right leg high. Bend the knee, open the hip. Stay here or flip your dog. Right foot lowers behind you. Right heel stays lifted. Right arm reaches forward. Right hand plants. Right leg lifts. Right knee to chest. Kick it out to the left. Lower it down. Lift the hips. Reach the left arm back. Left hand plants. Right leg lifts. Right foot steps forward, high crescent lunge. Inhale the arms up. Left heel is stacked over the toes, belly drawn in. Think about engaging that left leg, pressing the back of the left knee out. Eagle arms. Left arm goes under the right arm. Trying to get the palms to touch. Lift the elbows, lean back. Draw the bind forward, hover the belly over the thigh. Lift the bind through center. Press off the ball of the left foot, bend the left knee, step the left leg over the right leg. Find that eagle. Sit low. Trying to get the knees and the elbows in alignment. So knees a little to the left, elbows to the right. Straighten the right leg, left knee comes into the chest, and then release the arm, send it back, full airplane. Try to touch the pinkies behind you. Press the chest forward, gaze in front of you, extend through the left leg. Hands come to heart center, left ankle on top of the right thigh, figure four, sit low. Get the heart towards the ankle, send the hips back towards the heels. Right hand to right hip, left piece fingers to the left big toes. Straighten out the left leg. Draw the left shoulder back, shoulders are squared. Continue to press into the right foot, engaging the right leg. Open it up. Left leg goes left, right arm goes right. Revolve it, right hand to the outside of the left knee or foot, left arm goes back. You can always have the knees bent, grabbing that way and twisting. Sweep the arms up through center, extend the left leg out, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the left foot, hips in the chair, Utkatasana. Squeeze the knees and the ankles together, biceps beside the ears. Sweep the arms back, heels elevate, interlace the fingers, press the chest forward. Straighten the legs, fold, take the bind with you, let the head go. Release the hands down to the mat, bring the feet out wide to the width of the mat, then sit the hips down for Malasana prayer squat. Try to keep the spine tall. Use the elbows to press the knees out. Hands come to heart center. Bring the right arm down, left arm high. Gaze at the left thumb. You can stay or you can find a bind. Gazing over the left shoulder. Try to work the bind towards the right ankle. Come back through center. Left arm down, right arm high. Gaze at the right thumb. Stay or find that bind. Come back through center. Let's work our crow pose. So plant the hands, bring the feet Bring the feet in, come up onto the tiptoes. Bring the knees towards the armpits first, because if you stay too low, it's going to be really hard to get elevated. So come up, bring the knees to the backs of the arms, towards the armpits. And then we shift forward, just like we do in those knee to nose variations. Start to grip into the fingertips. Shift the body weight forward, gaze out in front of you. Maybe lift one foot, maybe two. Hold here. Release back to your Malasana prayer squat. So it's getting those knees up towards the armpits. We try to rotate the hips up because so many times you stay low and then your knees slide down and then you're on the floor. It's getting high on the tiptoes, knees to the backs of the armpits. So let's try it again, second set. Wherever you are, shooting our legs back on the one, meeting in Chaturanga. Shift forward for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press into the hands, shoot the legs back. Inhale through your up dog. Roll to the top of the feet, roll the shoulders back. Chin to chest, down dog. Press into the hands, send the hips high. Feel the hamstrings opening up. With every sequence, get a little more open. Your body opens a little deeper. Send the left leg high, bend the knee, open the hip. Stay here, flip it out. Lower the left foot down, left heel stays elevated. Left arm reaches forward. You can release the head, lower it back. Left hand plants, left leg lifts. Left knee to chest. Now kick it out to the right. Lower it down, lift the hips, reach the right arm back. Release the head, let it go. Right hand plants, left leg lifts. Step the left foot forward, high crescent lunge. Inhale the arms up. Find strength in that back leg. Press the back of the knee out. Step the left foot a little more forward, sit lower. Find your eagle arms. Right arm goes under the left arm. Lift the elbows, lean back. Draw the spine forward. Feel that awesome opening through the scapula and the shoulders. Lift the bind up. Bend the right knee, press off the ball of the right foot. Right knee goes up and around the left leg. Sit low. You can always use this right foot as a kickstand. Finding the bind. Draw the tailbone under. Draw the shoulders back and down the body, elbows towards the body. Inhale, straighten the leg, lift the right knee. Exhale, send it back, release the arms. Think about touching the pinkies behind you. Press the clavicles forward. Breathe. Press into the left foot, draw the right knee into the chest. Hands start center, right ankle on top of the left thigh. Sit the hips back. Left hand to left hip, right piece fingers to the right big toes. Straighten out the right leg. If the right leg doesn't get straight, you can bend it or you can hold onto the knee, drawing the right shoulder back. But most important, we want to engage this left leg. Press into it, turn it on. Open the right leg up. You can always bend the knee, hold on to it. Gaze at the left thumb for a challenge. Revolve it, either holding onto the outside of the knee with the left hand or the pinky toe edge of the right foot with the left hand. Gaze back, press into the left leg, try to get it straight. Sweep the arms back up, extend the right leg out, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the right foot, hips in the chair, Utkatasana. Squeeze the knees and the ankles together. Get the biceps by the ears. Sweep the right arm back, left arm forward. Squeeze the knees together.
Come back through center. Left arm back, right arm forward. Come back through center. Elevate the heels, sweep the arms back. Interlace the fingers behind you. Straighten the legs, fold. Forehead towards knees, let the head go. Release the hands to the mat. Bring the feet wide for your malasana, prayer squat, second set. Spine is tall. If you ever need to sit on a block or something, if this just is way too intense, you can sit on a couple blocks if you need to. But this is so good for digestion. It's how people in other countries, it's how they sit all the time. So we've really gotten away from that. So we really need to practice it. All right, let's work our crow pose one more time. Knees to the backs of the arms. And if you're working to press up to handstand, it's a big shift of the weight forward. And then you grip into the fingertips and use the strength of the core to rotate the hips over the shoulders and then extend the legs up. So you take an inhale, knees to the backs of the arms, press into the hands, heels to glutes, send the legs up. Grip the fingers. I didn't have that one for very long. So I'll go back to a chaturanga. Inhale through an up dog. Gaze up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. Just through this practice, remembering how good it feels to take a big breath. We are so accustomed to this short, shallow breathing. But when we take these big breaths, we get this flood of oxygen to the brain. It feels so, so good. Let's step the right foot forward. Lower the left knee down. Inhale the arms up. Low crescent lunge. Activate the left glute. Open up through the left hip flexor. Cactus the arms, place the hands on the low back, gently press the hips forward, release the head. Shift the hips back for a runner's stretch. Flex the right toes up. Fold over the right leg. If you work full splits, you can continue to press the right foot out, stretch the left leg long behind you, keep the left toes tucked to try to square the hips rather than working that kind of open split. We want squared hips here. Hamstrings take a long time to open up. They just do, so be gentle with yourself. I've been doing this for a long time and I still can't get one. But that's what makes it exciting, because one day I will, and it's going to be a joyous day. Actually, I did have one, but then it went away. That'll happen sometimes. I feel like in your yoga practice, you'll have a pose and then it just goes away. So an eager return would be nice. Let's shift forward, come to our lizard lunge, hands plant to the instep of the right foot. You can stay on the palms, you can make your way down to the forearms. Play around with it, draw the knee towards the shoulder, roll to the pinky toe edge of the foot. If you want to work funky forearm, you can keep the left forearm down and then bring the right hand in line with the left elbow. Tuck the toes, send the hips high. And then you bring the right knee to the back of the right armpit. And you shift forward on the left tiptoes, bring the gaze forward. And then you start to sweep this left leg up
And then as you press into the right palm, you extend the right leg up to meet the left. Squeeze the legs together at the top. Come out, lower the left leg, step the right foot forward, back in that lizard lunge. It's fun to play around with that one. Right hand to the back of the hip for a quad stretch. You can stay here. You can bend up the right foot, draw it in towards the body. Wherever you are, just think about rotating the right shoulder back, gazing up. Release the left foot. Plant the right hand, tuck the left toes, lift the left knee, step the right foot back. Shift the body weight forward, rotate in, bend the elbows, lower down, chaturanga. Pull the heart through, roll to the tops of the feet, gaze up. Chin to chest, press into the hands, send the hips high, down dog. Step the left foot forward. Lower the right knee, inhale the arms up, low crescent. Scoot the left foot a little more forward. Really start to bend into the left knee. Feel the opening through the right hip flexor. Activate the right glute, reciprocal inhibition. Let it go. Let the right hip flexor open up. Cactus the arms, place the hands on the low back, press hips forward, release the head back. Shifted back, runner stretch. Flex the left toes up towards the sky, fold over the left leg. Keep the left toes flexed. That's what's going to activate the hamstring, going to open it up. If you work those full splits, just shift the left leg forward, scoot the right leg back, keep the right toes tucked, and then ease into it, breathe with it. Some people use blocks and you can put them underneath you to give you a little support to kind of let go, but there's certain poses where I like blocks and certain poses where I don't. I feel like in a split, you just kind of need to let yourself ease into things. Just let the body do what it wants when it's ready. Let's make our way out. Plant the left foot to the left edge of the mat. Keep the right knee down. You can stay on the palms or make your way down to the forearms for a lizard lunge. Play around with it, knee to the shoulder or to the pinky toe edge of the foot. If you want to play around with funky forearm on this side, so this time you have the right forearm down, left palm in line with the left elbow. So you have about shoulder width distance apart. You tuck the toes, walk the feet in, just like you do in a pincha or dolphin. So the hips are high. Left knee to the back of the left arm. You shift forward so you see the shoulders go forward. That's going to be what helps stack the hips. So left knee to the back of the arm, sweep the right leg high, and then start to press into the left palm. See if I can do it again. And then we'll press into the left palm, and that's what's going to be what sends the hips up. Oh, no, but you get the gist. So left foot comes down. Play around with it. See what works for you. It's fun once you nail it. It's not as fun when you don't, but you keep practicing. You show up every day. You learn something new about yourself. Let's do a quad stretch. Reach the left hand back. Staying here, you can kick up the foot, draw it into the body. Just rotate this left shoulder back. As you draw the foot in towards the body, kick into the hand. Slowly release. Plant the left hand, tuck the right toes, lift the right knee, step the left foot back. Shift forward, wrap in, lower down, chaturanga. Pull the heart through. Exhale, down dog. Bring the gaze forward, step, hop, walk, or float the feet through, coming to your seat. So draw the knees in, press into the hands, extend the legs out, lower down. Release the flesh from the sits bones, inhale the arms up. Fold over the legs. Squeeze the inner thighs towards one another. Let that lower back go. Inhale, come up. Draw the knees into the chest for Navasana boat pose. If you want, you can peace finger bind the toes, lift up. And then that's where we leave the feet. Arms release. Exhale to a low boat. Keeping the legs straight, lift up. If you need to bend the knees, that's fine. Try it with straight legs. Lift, lower, lift, lower. Let's go 3, 2, 1. Hug the knees into the chest. Rock up and down the spine 3 times. And then make your way down to the back, rock side to side, giving that low back a massage, a nice little sacral massage. Let's plant the feet, heels near the glutes. So we'll work a bridge pose. So press into the heels, lift the hips up. You can interlace the fingers underneath the body. Start to shimmy the shoulder blades underneath. Tuck the shoulder blades underneath. And then press the fist package into the mat, lifting the hips up. You can stay right here. If you have full wheel in your practice, you can keep the hips lifted, plant the hands above the shoulders, and then press into the hands, lift the hips up. You can always bring the weight to the top of the head as a little in-between point. Once you get up there, start to press into the feet. Work to straighten the legs. Open up through the armpit muscles. And you have open back, open shoulders. You can start to work your way down to revolve staff. So you start to lower the forearms down. And then you can start to extend the legs out. Good, so hold that full wheel, one more breath. Inhale, lift up, squeeze up. Exhale, slowly lower down, chin to chest. Windshield wiper the knees side to side, give a nice little release. Hug the knees into the chest. Extend the legs to the sky. You can place the hands under the hips. Let the legs drain. Close the eyes. Stretch out the jaw, open it wide, stick out the tongue far down towards the chin. If this Viparita Karani, legs up the wall, if this resonates with you and you feel wonderful here, please stay. If you have a plow pose in your practice, you can start to pike the legs overhead. Reach the feet behind you. You can always use the hands on the back for support. Rest the knees on the forehead. Eventually, you'll interlace the fingers, tuck the shoulder blades under, just like you did in that bridge pose. And as you press into the fist package, you'll feel the hips lift. You can start walk the feet back and press the tops of the feet to the mat. Even though its chest is working its way towards your chin, you want to keep the chin away from the chest, trying to keep the spine long. Let's work shoulder stand. So pike the legs up. You can keep the hands interlaced, or you can bring them to your back. Walk the hands from the low back down towards the shoulder blades.
Reach out through the pads of the feet. You can arch the feet, spread through the toes, squeeze the legs, squeeze the glutes together. Start to bend the knees towards the forehead, passing through a deaf yogi, knees framing the ears. Straighten out the legs, roll down the spine as slow as you can, one vertebrae at a time. When the hips touch, you can find a Supta Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet come together, knees splay wide. Reach the arms overhead, grab opposite elbow, close the eyes. Hug the knees into the chest. Hug the right knee in, extend the left leg long. Draw the right knee over towards the left, gaze to the right. Come back through center, hug both knees into the chest. Hug the left knee in, extend the right leg long. Left knee to the right, gaze left. Unwind the knees back through center. Hug both knees into the chest. Wrap the arms around the legs, working towards grabbing the elbows. Chin to chest, forehead towards knees. Take an inhale, fill up, squeeze the body in tight. Exhale, Shavasana, let it go. Palms face up, feet fall away, fingers naturally curl in. Hold no tension through the face. Soften the eyes, release the tongue from the roof of the mouth. So always remembering that yoga means union. So we're not only trying to unify our body, our mind, and our spirit, we're trying to unify our connection with God, with the world, with nature. It's so important. So I challenge you to dive into your spirituality, to pray, to ask God what it is that you need. I challenge you to get in nature, to walk around in plants, to immerse yourself in all that is good. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. I hope your heart is open and your body feels good. Share that with other people, and I will see you next time. Namaste.